Hey there, Mrs. Gleason here, and I'm going to show you how to use iMovie. I'll show you a few basic things and then maybe a few things that you didn't know that iMovie could do. I know a lot of you are teaching from home now by sending videos out, and hoping this will be helpful to you. So the first thing you want to do is have all your recordings all set. I usually put them in a folder, especially if I have a lot of videos. Makes it a little easier to find them and put them into iMovie. Another thing that I do is in my folder, if I have a lot of videos in the folder, then I will do File, New Folder, and I'll create a used folder just so as I drag things into my movie, I'll know that I've used them. It's one way to just kind of keep it organized. Alright, so now I'm going to open up iMovie. We're going to create a new project, so you're going to click the plus button. And you're going to want to choose Movie. Trailer allows you to put in photos and video and text and then have it all play to a song. It's kind of an easy way to just put something together real quick. But if you need to customize a little more than that, you're going to choose Movie. And then down here is your timeline, so you want to start putting your photos and videos in there. So I'm going to start out with one of my videos. And if you want to get rid of like some of it, like you don't want all these extra seconds in there, so I'm going to tap right there. And then if I go up to modify, I can do split clip. Then I can just click on it and hit the delete button on my keyboard and it will get rid of it. You can also, there's another way, is you can just see the two arrows there, you can drag it in as well. If you have a really long clip, sometimes it's easier just to split it. Then maybe I want to make the end shorter too. Alright, and then I'm going to go back to my folder. I could throw that one in the used folder and then I know it's been used. And let's see, I want to have picture and picture next to each other, so I'm going to have this going up in one of the parts of the video. And let's see, if you're going to do picture in picture, you want to put it right on top. And then when you click on it, you have the yellow around it, which allows you to go up here and use any of these editing tools. This first one with the square and then the dotted square allows you, so right now it's on cutaway, so it would do part of me and then cut away to something else. This might be useful in your lesson where if you want to keep talking and not have the picture of you the whole time, you could put your resources and what you need the students to be seeing up here, and then it would just cut away and your voice would continue to go. What you would want to do in that case is, you can see that my volume is completely up here. You would want to turn your volume down here if you want the sound from this file to show up and the sound from this one to not show up. So that's cutaway. I want to switch it to picture in picture. So now you'll see that this clip will play and then my other clip comes in and plays. Now I can adjust that. If I click on it, I can put it anywhere that I want. I can also put the arrow right in the corners here, and I could drag it bigger or make it smaller. And maybe I would want to put that right up here so it doesn't take away the other part of my video. So now, when I click, it's going to have both of those parts going. Another option is you did see split screen. And if you choose split screen, it will put them side by side. Something that happens with split screen is that you lose some of the view when you do that. So now you see that it doesn't show all of it. So then you might need to go in and edit. So if I click on that and go to it's almost like a rectangle, but it has the lines out, extend and pass. You can crop to fit it, or you can fit. But if you crop to fit, sometimes you can adjust what's going to show. I've tried to play with side by side and it's a little hard to get it to work. So if you do not have, let me show you, if you have a clip that is this way, right here, that's an easier one to do side by side with. Because it takes up less space. So now if I choose to do side by side there, then I might get the full video. So you want to think about that when you are working with those. Another good thing to do is to always add a title at the beginning, and in this case you might be putting your standard. So good time to have a picture is right in the beginning where you can put some text over it. So now I drag that down and it's right there in the beginning. It automatically goes to 4 seconds. That can be adjusted. I could make it a little longer if I wanted to, a little shorter, however you want. It also automatically goes to the Ken Burns effect. So if I have that selected so the yellow is around it and go up to my crop, that's the Ken Burns right there. So you'll see that it's going to start in one place and end in another. So right now I have it starting there and maybe expanding out for ending. So now if I scroll over it, it will look more like that. Now to add a title, you want to go up to here to where the titles are, and you just drag down a title that you like. And one of my favorites is the Echo one. Let's see if I can see it out here. I'm doing this out in the sun. Right here, Echo. You click on it and you just drag it right to where you want it. And that can be adjusted too, so let's say you want that to extend maybe a little longer into the next part of the frame. And then you want to double tap on it, and then it gives you the option up here to work in it. So I'm going to call this Ninja Warrior Training. Down in the description I'm going to do by Nicole Gleason. It's always good to put your name on your work. It's what I was taught when I was getting my master's, and I highly recommend always putting your name on your work. Alright, so now when it plays, it's going to just go right through that, into that, and then our little side-by-sides. And I'm going to split this clip. I don't want that any longer, or I could just drag it. Since it's not very long, I'm just going to drag it down. Okay, let's grab some more clips. I've used this one now too, so I'm going to throw that in the used folder. This one to add. So all you do is just click and drag things as you want them in. You can go through. So this one's kind of long, so I'm going to go through to where I want to split it. Line that right up. You want to click so you get that line right there. Then you're going to go up to modify, split clip. And I'm going to click and I'm going to delete this part. Because I'm not going to have me talking. I was doing some tutorials with this and me talking. Alright, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add music to the background. So I'm going to adjust all my sound and turn it right off. Alright, so I'm going to go to edit, I'm going to do undo move, and then that puts it right back where it was. Alright, so, and then I gotta make sure I get right on my arrows to make the sound down. Alright, to add music or audio, now if you are teaching something, of course you're going to want your sound to be in when you're doing the teaching, but maybe you're going to have some music in some of the other parts. If you go to your audio, anything that you have on your computer can be added. So I'm going to grab something that I have. You have to think about copyright. So I go to bensound.com and they have all kinds of free downloads. So I'm going to just grab one of those. You can listen to it up here if you want to listen to it before you bring it down. And then a lot of times that sound is really loud, so I like to lower it. And then you want to see if it goes all the way to the end of your clip. And I'm going to I'm not going to cut it yet because I'm going to add my ending credits. So if you use music from someone else, you should put the credits on there. So I'm going to go to titles, and I'm going to do right here. I already put my name at the beginning. A lot of times I put my name at the end, but in this case I put it at the beginning. So I'm going to do music by bensound.com. So I'm giving them their credit. Now I'm going to bring the line over here. I'm going to split the music. I'm going to go up to modify, split clip, and I'm going to delete this part. So click on it so it's yellow, click delete, and then now that's gone. Now, if you want the music to fade out at the very end, you want to put your arrows right here, and you drag this like that, and that will fade it out at the end. And the same with the beginning if you want it to fade in. So let's see. So I can pause it by clicking my space bar anytime. So you get the idea. That's how it will go in. You can also record your voice talking. So if you even want another layer added to this, if you go back to audio, there's this record button here now. And so let's say right here I want to explain what I'm doing. I want to put the line right where it is, where I want the explanation to go. And then you click here, and then you click the start record button, and it's going to count back for you 3, 2, 1, and then you'll say what you need to say. So here I'm learning how to leap from bar to bar, and then I press stop. And then now you'll see the sound right there. So now this kind of will blend all with each other. So here I'm learning how to leap from bar to bar. You can even adjust that sound. Like, I only like to have a little bit of yellow there, and you see that there's quite a bit of yellow there, so I'm going to go down a little bit. So here I'm learning how to leap from bar to bar. So there you go. That's kind of the basics of creating it. Now you're going to want to save it, so that way you can upload it to YouTube. So you're going to want to go up to File. You're going to go up to Share. You're going to go to File again, click it, and then this is where you can make some adjustments. I usually have it the best resolution that it will allow me possible, and the quality I usually have high. I don't do best, that will end up taking a long time. Over here it will tell you the size of the file, and watch, if I go to best, it's going to make it even bigger of a file. So I'm going to go back to high so it's not as big. It won't take as long to upload to my computer, or download to my computer and then upload to YouTube. Then I click next. And then I usually like to just save it right on my desktop so I can grab it and pull it into YouTube real quick. I'm going to click save, but if you want to switch to where you want it to save to, you can obviously do that. And right here you could change the title as well. So I'm going to click save. And then you'll notice right up here there's like a little circle. That will start filling in as it's starting to save. Also, you'll notice a few things show up on your desktop. Only one of them ends up staying on your desktop once it saves. But you'll see this is the amount of time that it takes to save. And if you have a really long video, it will take longer. This one's only right here. You can see it's 1 minute 6 seconds. And you can obviously make it shorter or longer, do what you need to do. I think I've made a 20-minute one before. It gets a little harder when it's longer. Your computer tends to slow down. Alright, so now it says share successful right up here. And now it's on my desktop. So I could grab that and put that into YouTube now, this right here. Alright, well, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and enjoy making your iMovie.